Okay, so good morning to all again, and then we'll start this topic today for regeneration. Right, so as Arjun Bahadur has asked, reduction of rotation means so. Arjun, you just wait for this session to finish, right? Forest regeneration. When I finish the topic, right, then again I would like to discuss. Then the understanding will be much clear. Is it okay? So just wait for one or two class. Let me finish this regeneration topic. So when you understand the regeneration, I'll again going to explain this reduction of rotation to you. Then the things will be very clear. Is it okay? So let's start this the topic that has been given in our syllabus: forest regeneration. Is it okay? Then obviously Harish Chandra, you have a question from previous lecture. Obviously there is question from previous lecture, and in that lecture I have already explained the meaning. But what I am suggesting that at least again you understand this topic. So when you understand the regeneration topic, then to understand this reduction or rotation will be much easier. That's why I have said that. So you just wait for one or two class when I finish this regeneration topic. Is it okay? So you are not supposed to take worried. I'll explain everything. So let me finish this topic first. First regeneration. Is it okay? Okay, fine. So now let's start the thing. So the today's topic is forest regeneration that we need to discuss. So here these two terms we have, forest and regeneration. So first we will understand both the term one by one, then the things become simpler to all of you. Is it okay? So listen carefully, and also just keep your sight on this slides so that you can understand the things much better. So first we need to understand both the term. I have already explained the term forest, but still just a brief definition I'll give you. So first we need to know the term forest, then we go for the regeneration. So let's move to the forest first. Forest. So as I told you several times, the forest is what? It is association of different kind of plants will be there, but domination will be by the trees. This is the only important thing that we need to understand as far as the definition of forest is concerned. Right, lots of definition we have discussed. There are lots of definition. There are legal definition, there are local definition, lots of definitions are there. But the gist or the main concern of all definition is this domination of trees. As I told you, you just look at the slide. The definition written: a forest is an area of land dominated by the trees. Similarly, I have told you the another definition: this association of different kind of plants, but again the domination of trees will be there. And on the very first lecture when I have discussed about the forest, I have told you an uncultivated vast area, right, composed of vegetation, but again the domination of trees, the another term has been there. So basically the main concern of any definition, whatever the definition you need to study, or you have to going to study in several books or some other source you have to study, this is the main component we have: domination of trees or the dominated by trees. So if this domination will be there by the trees, then the term will be forest. Is it? I hope you have get that again. So this is the meaning of forest: area of land dominated by the trees, or association of plant species dominated by the tree species, or uncultivated vast area which is composed of vegetation, and there is a domination of trees there. So basically domination of trees will be there, so that particular area will be known as a forest itself. So this is the main component that we need to understand here. Is it okay? Now the question is there, since we are basically on trees, so you know that whatever be the things that is in earth, right, whether the human or trees, every thing has a certain life. After that the things has to die, right? So the same things also in the terms of trees also, whether the tree is there, so after few years, maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, right, if you talk about the natural process, to maybe 60, 70, 80 years the tree has to fall down, tree has to die itself, isn't it? Or if not that, sometimes human activity, because of human activity the tree has to die. So at the both the condition, either the natural or it will be induced by the human, we are going to lose the tree cover. Is it okay? Try to understand. As I told you, every object on the earth has a limited lifetime. So obviously trees should have a limited lifetime, isn't it? So either through the man-made activity or if the natural process, we are supposed to lose the tree. Tree may be felled, tree may be cut down, so we are going to lose the tree. right? So if the things will be in a such manner constantly moving, if through this, if you are losing the tree, what will happen? We are supposed to lose the forest cover, right? We may lose all the tree itself, right? And there's one thing that we need to understand. See, if it is by nature, so the process of nature is bit slow, right? Then we are not supposed to worry about that, because the process is bit slow. Tree has to die after 80, 90, 100 years, then the new tree will crop, then but the things will be maintained there. But if it is induced by the human, if it is induced by the human, then what will happen? There will be a rapid loss of tree we have, right? So since if you get that is a rapid loss of tree, so if rapid loss of tree means rapid loss of forest area also, so it's our job, right, to maintain that area with the tree cover, right? So maintains that area with the tree cover. Is it okay? So there are certain process through which we are supposed to renew the forest cover, so that is called regeneration. Is it okay? So that is called regeneration, the renewal of forest crop by nature or artificial means. As I told you, forest composed of trees, and tree has a limited life period. So after that life, we are supposed to lose the tree. So now we have to renew the crop, right? So either by the natural or artificial means. So as I told you, if it is human induced, so there is a rapid loss of tree. So through the artificial means, we can renew the forest cover or the tree cover. So that is called regeneration. So again, just look at the term regeneration, the renewal of forest cover by natural or artificial means. I will term the renewal. And when the renew has to be done there, if you are supposed to lose something, so if you are a forest cover and if you are losing by any means, right, you have a forest and if you are losing some this part of tree is there, so our job is to raise the tree itself, right? So we are renewing the forest cover. Is it okay? So Arif Raza, what the question you have asked? You were asking the difference between regeneration and afforestation, isn't it? So have you understand the term regeneration? Then I go for the afforestation. So if you understand, so you just look at their first regeneration. Regeneration means renewal of forest cover by natural artificial means, right? And no, both are not same. Is it okay? It is renewal. It means the things is already there. Things is already there. Then the things have to be renewed, isn't it? And afforestation means if there is no forest at all, you are raising the plant on those areas where there is no forest at all in previous time, right? Have you get that? There is no afforestation will be part of regeneration will be there, but this both the things is bit different. Is it okay? Afforestation, as I told you, Arif, listen carefully and understand. Afforestation means you are raising the tree cover or something where there is no tree cover at all. Is it okay? Right? And another term that you have already, reforestation also you have studied. The reforestation means there is a forest cover, but because of some reason we are losing that cover, so again we are raising the forest. It means again we are regenerating the forest, so that is reforestation. And afforestation means we are regenerating the forest on that particular area where there is no previous tree cover or the forest is there. Is it okay, Arif? Have you get the term here now? Arif? Is there any other question? Arif is there? Okay, because see, in regeneration, have a look at the renew again, regenerate. Just look at there, regenerate, renew. It means the things is already there or it has been depleted by some reason. So again, we are renewing this. Things is already there. Is it okay? And afforestation is a bit different. You are obviously you are generating the forest, but there is no forest at all in that particular area in previous time. So I hope all of you understand this two terms, forest and regeneration. Is there any question from this two terms, forest and regeneration, from anyone? Okay, so since there is no question I am getting from anywhere, so I am moving to the next slide. संदीप सिंह, यू हैव सेड वंस अगेन हिंदी में, तो क्या समझना है तुम्हें हिंदी में, कौन सा टर्म? यदि तुम स्पेसिफाई करो तो थोड़ा मैं कोशिश करूँ तुम्हें हिंदी में समझाने की. संदीप, आर यू देयर? जब भी तुम्हें कोई चीज़ हिंदी में कोई टर्म समझना हो ना तो मतलब क्लियर लिखो, ठीक है? तो मैं उसको कोशिश करूंगा हिंदी में तुम्हें बताने की. सो देखो, फॉरेस्ट भी तुम्हें समझ आ रहा है, और रीजनरेशन, रीजनरेशन का मतलब रिन्यू करना. किसी भी कारण से तुमने क्या किया, फॉरेस्ट कवर तुम लूज कर रहे हैं किसी भी कारण से, ठीक है? नेचुरल प्रोसेस से या मैन मेड है कि तुम खुद ही जाकर पेड़ काट रहे हैं, किसी भी तरीके से तुमने फॉरेस्ट कवर लूज किया, मतलब उस जगह पे ऑलरेडी फॉरेस्ट है, फॉरेस्ट कवर आप लूज कर रहे हैं. तो अब क्या है कि तुम्हें वहाँ पे फिर से नया भाई प्लांट तो मतलब प्लांट तुम्हें नया उगाना ही पड़ेगा वहाँ पे, ठीक है? दैट इज़ रीजनरेशन, यू आर रिन्यूइंग, ठीक है? फिर से उसी जगह पे नया प्लांट तुम जो है ग्रो कर रहे हो, दैट इज़ रीजनरेशन. इज इट ओके संदीप? ठीक है. अब जैसे तुम्हारे दोस्त ने बताया था एफॉरेस्टेशन, तो एफॉरेस्टेशन का थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस ये क्या है कि एफॉरेस्टेशन का मतलब उस जगह पे तुम पेड़ उगा रहे जहाँ पे पहले कभी भी कोई तरह का पेड़ नहीं था, बिल्कुल खास एकदम खुला जगह है, कुछ नहीं, कोई पेड़ पौधा कुछ नहीं था, तुम वहाँ पे नया पेड़ उगा रहे, दैट इज एफॉरेस्टेशन. ठीक है संदीप? ठीक है. नाउ यू हैव अंडरस्टैंड बोथ द टर्म फॉरेस्ट एंड रीजनरेशन, सो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द objectives or the goals, right? So you need to understand ki why you need to do the regeneration, what are the implications, and how you do that, that also we will discuss. So there is two important objectives that need to understand there, right? First objective for regeneration is free of growing space, either partially or totally, translates into removing some of the mature trees. So you need to understand first, free up growing space. Free up growing space means, for example, if you have a forest area and lots of numbers of trees are there, right? Numbers of trees are there. So what you are doing, you are just removing some of the mature tree. See, because you know that after certain age there is no growth at all, or only not that there is no growth at all, apart from there is no growth at all, those mature trees also susceptible to any kind of disease attack, right? So this is one problem. Or if you are unable to understand this line, so just try to understand that as a human, for example, take an example of human. So if human get old after 70 or 80 years, so what the things has to be done, right? First, the person becomes weak, there is no growth at all, and the second thing is that the old person are susceptible to any kind of disease attack very immediately, isn't it? So now take the similar example in the tree itself. So after certain stage, there is no growth at all of the tree, and not only that, those trees also susceptible to, or they are very much open to any kind of insect attack or any kind of disease attack. So what will happen if there will be disease attack, so that can be spread into other plant also. So what the purpose we are doing through the regeneration, we are removing those mature tree. Is it okay? You are removing the mature tree and then you are replacing that mature tree with new plant. Have you get that? ठीक है. ओके यार हिंदी, चलो आई विल अगेन ट्राई. सो हिंदी में से समझें आप. देखो, जब ट्री मच्योर होता है, मतलब एक सर्टेन एज के बाद, एक सर्टेन एज के बाद क्या होगा, ट्री मच्योर होगा, ये ट्री अपना ग्रोथ हो गया मे बी 20 ईयर्स, 30 ईयर्स, 40 ईयर्स के बाद. तो तुम्हें पता है जब कोई ओल्ड एज होता है, सो ओल्ड एज आफ्टर गेटिंग दैट मच ऑफ एज कोई ग्रोथ नहीं होगा उस पेड़ में, और पेड़ क्या होगा कि किसी तरह के बीमारी से भी ग्रसित हो सकता है क्योंकि बहुत पुराना हो गया है, तो दैट इज ससेप्टेबल टू एनी अटैक. सो इफ़ एक पेड़ अटैक हो गया तो चांस ये रहेगा कि ये बीमारी अदर पेड़ों में भी फैल जाए. राइट. सो व्हाट द थिंग्स वी आर डूइंग हियर, कि हम क्या करें, उस मच्योर ट्री को ही हटा देते हैं, काट दिया, खुद ही जाकर तुमने पेड़ को काट दिया और उसकी जगह नया प्लांट रिप्लेस कर दिया. इज इट ओके? सो आप रीजनरेट कर रहे हैं उस जगह पे उस प्लांट को. हैव यू गेट दैट? दैट इज द पर्पस ऑफ रीजनरेशन. एक ये भी पर्पस है. ठीक है. नहीं, ये डिफॉरेस्टेशन को लीड नहीं करेगा. ठीक है, उसके बारे, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट लूजिंग दैट. डिफॉरेस्टेशन मीन्स यू आर जस्ट लूजिंग द ट्री, देयर इज नो रिप्लेनिशमेंट. ठीक है, आई यूज गिव मी ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. You are just losing the tree cover, you are losing the forest cover, you are not replacing or not renewing that, then deforestation will be takes place. But that kind of practice we are not doing. What we are doing there, we are just removing the mature tree and we are replacing that mature tree with a new crop. Is it okay? So it will never lead to deforestation. If you are not renewing that crop, then the deforestation will take place. That you are only removing, you are cutting the tree, that's it. But here you are not only cutting the tree, but after cutting the tree, you are replacing the tree with new crop. Have you get that? So there should be no deforestation at all. Fine. So this is the one purpose through regeneration you are able to serve. And second thing is that you are able to create environment for the establishment of new crop. Isn't okay? You are removing the mature crop, and that mature crop has been replaced by the new crop. So new environment can be created through regeneration. So these are the two main, or you can say the important objective that you need to fulfill through the regeneration process. ठीक है. Now move to the next. And apart from that, what you other activity that you can do with the regeneration is, you can provide certain kind of treatment to the vegetation. Right. What kind of treatment? You can do this some kind of soil working there. Is it okay? Or you are using some kind of other chemicals to accelerate the growth. Right. Is it okay? So that you are able to get the early growth of regeneration. So these kind of practice you can also do with your regeneration process. But in the regeneration, there is only one thing that you need to understand, that the old crop can be renewed with the new crop, and related to all the activity that you have to be done, so that the new crop can grow properly. So related work. Have you get the related? For example, soil working has to be done there. Right. You are trying to maintaining the climatic conditions also. Some practice has to be done there, so that you are able to get proper regeneration on those particular area where you have already harvested, or whether you have already felled the tree either through nature or through the man-made activity. Have you get that? So is there any question till this point? So 10 minutes. Okay, fine. So no question up to this point. So now we are moving to this thing. So key goals of regeneration strategy. So after you know the objective, so things that what you have to get after doing your regeneration practice, right? You are adopting any regeneration strategy, any kind of methodology that you have adopted for doing any kind of regeneration. So what the things you have to achieve? Is it okay? So now try to understand the things properly. The first thing is that make the results predictable. Who is there? So this is the first goal you need to understand here. Make the results predictable. Make the results predictable means what? Since you are raising the tree on your own, have you get that? Listen carefully again. See, if something has happened in the nature as it is, so you can't say that what will happen of those object or those kind of plant. But in the regeneration process, since human intervention is there, right, you are promoting the regeneration, you are making all these tools and techniques for regeneration, right? So since all this practice has been induced or has been implemented by the human itself, so you are able to predict the result, that what will happen to your crop, because you know that all kind of soil working you have done that. You also know the species that you have selected, you also know from where you get the species, you also know about the seeds, what the seed you have selected, everything you have, all the information, all the things that you are doing there, right? So if all the information you have, then you are able to predict the result, what will happen after 5 years or what will happen after 10 years. Is it okay? So this is the first thing that you are able to achieve through regeneration strategy. Have you get that? Now second thing is that you are able to get species composition, right? Species composition, what does it mean? Species composition means, you see, if you just take example of your own area, if there are certain forest are there, so maybe some native species will be there, or some may be exotic, some maybe you are getting from here and there, things has been already raised there. So if you are doing regeneration practice, if you have to do the regeneration things are there, then you have to select only those species which is site specific, right? It means if some student from Dehradun, so you know that in Dehradun we will get the sal tree, so rather than doing practice anything, we just regenerate sal itself, right? So we can match species to the site. Is it okay? If someone from the Nepal, so he can select only those species which is native to his or her own area, so you are able to match the species with the site. Is it okay? And your objective, first site is there, objective means why you are doing regeneration, why you are doing regeneration, so you can select the species accordingly, right? Give you the simple example of objective site. You are making selecting the species for timber. So if you need the timber, so you have to select only those species. For example, for timber you can go for sal, you can go for teak, you can go for poplar, or other kind of things are there. Sorry, poplar you can avoid because poplar can use a plywood, so paper and pulp industry can require that. And for example, you have an objective of a fruit, so you can raise the tree like that there. Have you get that? So that's why through the regeneration there is a effect of species composition, and it is also going to arrest the succession. Succession, have you studied that this term in your syllabus, in any subject? Have you studied this term succession? Okay, so now through this regeneration you are able to arrest the succession also, right? So a simple meaning of succession is there for a certain plant, so that plant has been replaced. If the time memorial, if it's maybe 100 or 50 years, 100 years, that whole plant composition has been replaced by another plant composition, that is called succession, right? For example, if today it is X species is there, So maybe after 50 years or 70 years, the whole X species will be replaced by the Y species, right? Because as I told you, when the X species get mature, so it will die down itself, right? And if there is no proper regeneration facility will be there, so there may be chances that vacant space will be replaced by some other species. Is it okay? So that is succession, when one species is, or one whole vegetation composition will be replaced by another vegetative composition. So that is succession. So but through the regeneration you are able to stop the succession also there, right? Because I told you, if you are studying the X species, so you know that there is a maturity in X species, so you are removing these maturities and you are replacing new X species there, so there will be no succession at all. So succession can be arrested or succession can be minimized in that particular place. Is it okay? Have you get this 2 point, all of you? Make the result predictable and affect species composition. Is there any question from these 2 points? So if you have any question, you can ask anyone. ठीक है नीरज, जब ध्यान से सुनो हिंदी में, ठीक है? देखो, अब तुम रीजनरेशन करोगे तो उसके लिए तुम कुछ स्ट्रेटजी बनाओगे ना कि कैसे रीजनरेट करना है, क्या प्रोसेस करना है, सब तैयार करनी पड़ेगी, तुम्हें स्ट्रेटजी बनानी पड़ेगी आपको, ठीक है? सो जब तुम स्ट्रेटजी बना लोगे तो उस स्ट्रेटजी से तुमको क्या गेन करोगे, मतलब उससे तुम्हें रिजल्ट क्या मिल जाएगा? तो पहला रिजल्ट ये मिलेगा, मेक द रिजल्ट प्रेडिक्टेबल। प्रेडिक्टेबल का मीन्स सिंस तुम खुद क्रॉप लगा रहे हैं, ठीक है, तो तुम खुद क्रॉप के बारे में बता सकते हो कि उसका फ्यूचर क्या होगा, तो रिजल्ट को प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते हैं, ठीक है? यदि किसी और ने क्रॉप लगाया तो तुम नहीं बता सकते, क्योंकि तुम खुद क्रॉप लगा रहे हो। तो जब तुम क्रॉप लगाओगे तो तुमने सारी सावधानी बरती होंगी, सारे प्रोसेस अडॉप्ट किए होंगे, जो भी मेथड उसके अडॉप्ट किया होगा, ठीक है? तो जब तुम खुद ही क्रॉप लगा रहे हो तो तुम उसका फ्यूचर बता सकते हो कि हाँ भाई आफ्टर 5 years, आफ्टर 6 months और 1 year 2 year कि उसका क्या रिजल्ट आ सकता है, ठीक है? पेड़ बचेगा नहीं बचेगा, वो बता, तो इट इज मेक रिजल्ट प्रेडिक्टेबल। इज इट ओके? एंड अफेक्ट स्पीसीज कॉम्पोजिशन। तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि तुमको रीजनरेट करना है, इट मीन्स तुम्हें नया क्रॉप लगाना है, तो जनरली ये बहुत ही सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट है कि हम उसी स्पीसीज को सेलेक्ट करते हैं जो उस सॉइल को सूट करेगा, है कि नहीं, ताकि ग्रोथ तुरंत मिल जाए तुम्हें। इजंट इट? इट मीन्स जहाँ सेब लग रहा है वहाँ पे हम आम नहीं लगाते हैं, जहाँ आम लगना वहाँ ही आम लगेगा, जहाँ सेब वहीं पे सेब लगेगा। इजंट इट? तो यहाँ पे वही है कि जब तुम रीजनरेट कर रहे हो तो जनरली तुम उसी स्पीसीज को सिलेक्ट करोगे जो उस साइट को सूट करे, ठीक है? तो मैच स्पीसीज टू द साइट, फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट। सेकेंड है कि तुम्हारा ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है। ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि तुम साइट स्पेसिफिक स्पीसीज लो, कभी कभी ऑब्जेक्टिव, जैसे मैंने कहा तुम्हें कि तुम्हें टिम्बर चाहिए, लकड़ियाँ चाहिए, तो तुम जनरली उसी स्पीसीज को सिलेक्ट करोगे जिसकी लकड़ियाँ मजबूत होती है, जिससे तुम्हें काफ़ी वैल्यू मिल सके, राइट? या फिर तुम्हारा एक ही पर्पस है, क्या कहते हैं वो, कि हमें पत्ते मिल जाएं वो जानवरों को खिलाने के लिए, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग तुम वही स्पीसीज लगाओगे जिसमें पत्ते अच्छा होते हो, ठीक है, जिसको तुम जानवरों को खिलाने के लिए यूज़ कर सको। समझ गए? तो एक ये होता है, तो इस तरह से स्पीसीज कॉम्पोजिशन भी चेंज हो सकता है, ठीक है? दूसरा क्या है, अरेस्ट सक्सेशन। सक्सेशन का मतलब क्या होता है कि एक पूरा का पूरा वेजिटेशन जो है वो दूसरे वेजिटेशन से रिप्लेस हो जाता है। बहुत टाइम लगता है, एक ही दिन में नहीं होता वो, उसमें 50 साल लग जाए, 100 साल लग जाए, लेकिन पूरा का पूरा वेजिटेशन जो है रिप्लेस हो जाता है दूसरे वेजिटेशन से। कैसे होता है, मैंने तुम्हें बताया कि जैसे मान लो कोई एक्स स्पीसीज है अभी किसी एरिया में, ठीक है, और उसे कोई छेड़छाड़ नहीं कर, ऐसे ही पड़ा है, तो क्या होगा, आफ्टर 50 साल और 100 साल के बाद जब सारे पेड़ एक्स स्पीसीज के मैच्योर हो जाएंगे तो अपने आप ही गिर जाएंगे, अपने आप ही मर जाएंगे, ठीक है? तो क्या होगा, उस जगह पे कोई दूसरा प्लांट वहाँ पे ग्रोथ करना शुरू हो जाएगा, ठीक है? तो अब एक्स कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा वाई में, तो इसे हम सक्सेशन कहते हैं, ठीक है? लेकिन जब तुम रीजनरेशन प्रोसेस को अडॉप्ट कर लोगे तो तुम सक्सेशन को रोक सकते हो। जैसे मैंने कहा कि तुम्हें पता चलेगा कि एक्स स्पीसीज जो है वो मैच्योर हो रहा है, तो तुम क्या करोगे, इसको हटा दोगे, काट दोगे सबको, और उसकी जगह फिर एक्स ही लगा दोगे, ठीक है? तो सक्सेशन जो है वो रुक जाएगा। समझ गया भाई नीरज और वो कहाँ गए संदीप? अब क्लियर है इतना कॉन्सेप्ट? Is it clear to all of you now? Is there any question from anyone? ठीक है, सो अभी तक कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है तो आगे चलते हैं फिर. सो लेट मूव द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड itself. So और क्या क्या एडवांटेज, what are the other goals that you are able to achieve through this regeneration activities? So appropriately stock the site with desirable species. See, appropriately stock the site with desirable species. It means since you have to do the regeneration, so as I told you, you are selecting the species as per the site and appropriately stock. You are doing the stock proper. Stock means होता है that the percentage of tree with respect to the area, that is stock. ठीक है, try to understand properly. कि for example we have this particular field, so how much percent of this area has been covered with the tree, that is stock. That is stock. Is it okay? हिंदी में ये समझ लो कि तुम्हारे पास कोई भी एक फील्ड है, फॉर एग्जांपल तुम्हारे पास कोई एरिया है जहाँ तुम रहते हो या कुछ भी, तो उस एरिया का कितना परसेंटेज जो है वो पेड़ से कवर है. ठीक है, दैट इज स्टॉक. तो जब तुम रीजनरेशन स्ट्रेटजी अडॉप्ट करोगे तो तुम इसको भी मेंटेन कर सकते हो. ठीक है, यू कैन आइदर इम्प्रूव और आइदर, जनरली आवर जॉब इज टू इम्प्रूव द स्टॉक. इज इट ओके? सो नंबर एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इज देयर. समझ गए इतना? सो यू आर एबल टू अप्रूव द स्टॉक साइट विद द डिजायरेबल स्पीसीज. फाइन. Then next thing that you are able to achieve through this regeneration strategy, set the stage for future management. Future management means what? As I told you, since regeneration has been started by yourself, so you know everything about your process. So and you are also able to predict the future there, right? You are making everything predictable. So what will happen then, since you can predict what will happen after 2 years or 3 years, so you can formulate certain strategy also for future management. Future management. So how the things can be done there, how you supposed to do that? So you can minimize the excessive stocking. Excessive stocking means कि for example this particular area is required only 70% of trees, so only 70% of trees should be there. But for one or two reason, if this area has 90% or more than 100% number of trees are there, so better you remove that excessive stocking. Is it okay? And if number of trees very less as compared to the area, so better you regenerate more tree in that particular area, right? So you can minimize poor or excessive stocking. And how to do that? You can minimize remedial treatments. It means during the regeneration process, if you are facing any kind of problem means if the tree has been affected by any kind of disease, or if there is any kind of insect attack or any kind of other pest attack is there, so you have to provide the remedial treatment in between there. Is it okay? So this is another goal you are able to achieve through your regeneration strategy. And these are the another some very important thing is there. So through this regeneration you are able to minimize the chance of failure. Chance of failure. Why the chance of failure will be minimized? So reason is very simple again. Since regeneration has been started by yourself, so you know the area, you know the soil, you know the climatic condition, almost all the things about that particular area, you know that, right? And then accordingly you are selecting the seeds. You are also selecting the number of seeds, how many seeds are required there, right? And how the seed can growth. So you are taking all the necessary measures on your own, so chance of failure will be less there. Is it okay? Right? So through this regeneration strategy you are also able to minimize the chance of failure of your crop. ठीक है, तुमको यदि if you are unable to understand through this example, so you just understand the examples of agriculture. For example, if some crop you have to grow, so obviously you all know that as agriculturist, you know the quality of seed, you know the quality of soil, you know the time, you know the climate, you also know this irrigation facility, and then on the basis of all these factors, right, you are sowing the seed. So if you know all this, so you are able to, so the chance of failure of your seed will be less. So similarly, same practice can be done while we are doing the regeneration of forest crop too. Is it okay? Have you get, all of you get that, or is there any question from anyone up to this point? If there is any question, you can ask. Right, so before moving to this type of regeneration, so the basic concept of regeneration has been discussed by me. I have discussed what is forest, I have discussed the term regeneration, I have discussed the main objective, I have discussed what are the other things that is going to supplement your regeneration practice, and what the result you have intention to achieve through the practice of regeneration, right? So I have explained you everything here. So is there any question up to this point? You all are free to ask. So you have 30 seconds, raise your question. I hope my voice is clear to all of you, and I am also not too fast speaking. So if there is any question, any kind of question, you can ask, so that I can move to the next slide and everything. Right, so now we are moving to this thing, type of regeneration. So you just look at the slide itself. Type of regeneration you are able to see here, right? We have one natural regeneration, we have artificial regeneration, and then we have natural supplemented by the artificial regeneration, right? So we will discuss all as per your syllabus. We need to discuss this artificial, natural and artificial, and if time permits, I'll also like to discuss this type of regeneration with all of you, right? So you just remember that there is three type of regeneration we're studying there: natural, artificial, natural regeneration supplemented by the artificial regeneration. So one by one I like to explain you. So I like to start from the natural regeneration, right? So I'm moving to the next slide related to that. Right, so first we need to understand what is natural regeneration. So as the name suggests, as you look at there, natural, it means all the process will be by the nature, isn't it? Just look at there, the name suggests what is natural regeneration. The regeneration, we understand that we are renewing the forest crop, right? And if the renewing has been done by the nature itself, that is natural regeneration. If you look at the definition, the same thing has been said there: natural process by which plant replace or reestablish themselves. Just look at here, as I told you, natural process. See, in regeneration there is a renewal of forest crop, so that renewal has been done by the nature itself. Just look at here, natural process by which plant replace or reestablish themselves, so that is called natural regeneration, right? Plant has to establish itself. There is no other interference or intervene has been done by outside agencies, right? Nature is doing their own course of action, and plant is replacing or establishing itself there in the forest area. Have you get that? That is natural regeneration. As the name suggests, natural, it means the nature's rules are paramount here. Have you get that? There is no other kind of interference or intervention from the outside agencies. Have you get that? This is the simple meaning of natural regeneration, right? Now the question is how the natural regeneration takes place. So natural regeneration has been takes place from these two sources, from the seed itself and from the vegetative part, right? From the seed and from the vegetative part. So first I like to explain you from the seed, how the from the seed the natural regeneration can be takes place, right? So let's discuss with this. So from natural regeneration from the seed depends upon all these four steps that we need to understand one by one here, right? Natural regeneration from seed depends upon this. The first seed production will be there, seed dispersal, after that germination and establishment. Now my voice is clear. See, Sandeep, you again log in, log out, maybe some network issue from your area. What about others? My voice is clear there to all of you? Clear, sir. Oh, if some students are there, so those who are unable, so better you log in, log out again, and maybe chances there's some network issue you are facing in your area, right? So again, okay, now come to the topic again. So we are discussing here natural regeneration of seed depends on. So I hope you have understand that natural regeneration that has been cleared by me. Natural regeneration means plant is growing itself through the natural process, isn't it? So there is two source through which the natural regeneration will takes place, right? One is seed, or another is vegetative propagation is there. So first we'll discuss how from the seed the natural regeneration will takes place, right? So if you look at the slide, there are four steps need to be followed. That there is four stages through which the natural regeneration will takes place from the seed itself. So there's four stages. First seed production, then seed dispersal, we have a germination, and finally the establishment. So one by one we'll discuss all these stages, right? So first we move to this seed production. If you look at there, so sir, do you have also control on natural regeneration? We do that. That's why I showed the third thing I have shown you, that I'll discuss. Don't worry. You just look at here. Yeah. You just look at this slide. Natural regeneration supplemented by the artificial regeneration. I am making these things now. We'll discuss later on. Take care, Rishabh. This way the third kind of regeneration I have marked it. Natural regeneration supplemented by the artificial regeneration. So artificial to human interference will be there. Natural regeneration also there. So I'll discuss later on. Don't worry. So natural regeneration, all you understand that, isn't it? So this natural regeneration which we are discussing from the seed itself, there is two sources for natural regeneration, right? That we all need to remember. First from the seed and from the vegetative part. So first let me explain you how from the seed the natural regeneration will takes place. So from the seed there is the four stages that has need to be followed, and you will get a crop from the seed. Seed production, then seed dispersion, germination, and establishment, right? So one by one let me discuss with you. So first you just look at your seed production. So seed production means fertile seed you are able to get from the tree itself, isn't it? We have a season variability. So after certain season, in certain season there is a formation of seed, right? And that has to fall on the area itself, isn't it? Have you get that? Right? Or there are some species which are not producing seed every year. So we need to understand these things here. When we are able to get the seed from the tree itself, right? And if we get the seed, whether the seed is fertile or not, that need to be understand here. So natural from seed, I will look at their production of adequate quantities of fertile seed by the tree of the area. Okay, how the tree is producing fertile seeds, because it is natural, so we have to get the seed from the tree itself. So as the first stage I have told you, seed production. So how the seed production will be done there? So there are certain factors that on which this production of seed has been dependent upon. So these are the factor. The first is seed year. First we introduce the seed year. Seed year means what? Listen carefully. Seed year means what? In that particular year in which a given species has abundant number of seed. Have you get that? Listen carefully again. Seed year. Seed year means the particular year in which any species you are selecting that for regeneration, so that species bearing the seed abundantly, right? Then age of the tree, another important thing is there, age of the tree there. So here, before moving age of the tree, let me give you some idea how the seed year need to be there. So size of the crown, that we have to understand. Size of the crown will also going to define this age, and the things has to be understand here. So listen carefully again. So there is one general rule. So general rule is what? If bigger the crown will be there, if bigger the crown I have already explained you, all of you, isn't it, the uppermost vegetative part of the tree, this upper vegetative part of the tree is called crown. So there is one general rule that one who have to follow there, and then you can understand all this seed year, seed year, you understand that particular year through which you are able to get it. Then age of the tree, you have already understand that. Then we are talking about the size of the crown. So on this factor, you just listen carefully. First thing is that if the bigger the crown will be there, the larger the production of seed will be there. And if you talk about the age of the tree, so generally the middle age mature tree, have you get that? Middle age mature tree with well developed crown, right? So this will be the particular age. Have you get that? Seed year means in which year you are able to get the abundant amount of seed from the tree. Is it okay? Have you get that? For example, okay, if you are unable to understand, so through the research it has been found that if you take the example of sal tree, right? Sal tree, right? So every 3 to 5 years, in between 3 to 5 years, right, you are able to get the seed from the sal tree. 3 to 5 years gap. For example, if you are getting the seed from this particular year, this year is 2021, so after 3 years or 4 or 5 years, you will get the good amount of tree, or the good amount of seed, or the fertile seed from the sal tree itself. So that is seed year. Have you get that? It means that particular year, as I told you, on which you are able to get the abundant amount of seed from the tree itself, right? And as I told you, if you take this in terms of size of crown, so as I told you, I have given a very simple example. If the larger the crown will be there, the larger the production of seed will be there. And if you talk about the age of the tree, so basically the middle age mature tree with self developed crown should be selected here. Have you get that? So these are the factors. So if you talk about another factor, that is climate and external factor. So climate is also responsible for the production of seed. For example, let me give you, if you get the climate where this wind speed is very high, so what will happen? You are supposed to get the very less amount of seed, isn't it? Because most of the seed during the pollen time, it can be distributed here and there, so very less amount of seed you are able to get there. So you have the production of seed is depend upon climate also there, right? As I given you the example, one example I've given you, if high speed, high wind will be there, if more rainfall area will be there, again you are going to lose the number of seeds there. So climate is also one of the factor for the production of seed there. Is it okay? And if you talk about the external factor, so external factor, as I told you, if there is any kind of basically external factor, two things I have to say there. Either there is a forest fire, for example, because of one or two reasons there is forest fire will be there. So if forest fire will be there, so you are going to lose the crop, and you are also going to lose the production of seed also there. Or if the tree has been attacked by the insect, as I told you, or any kind of disease, Is it okay? So these are the 5 factors on which the production of seed has been depended upon: seed year, age of the tree, size of crown, climate, and external factor. Have you get that? Is it clear to all of you? Is it okay? Have you get that up to this point? Is there any question? Is there any question from anyone? Okay, so I like to conclude the session here itself. Fine. And as let me summarize what I have discussed with you. I have discussed about the forest regeneration, then I have discussed about the objective of regeneration, I have discussed the goal that you need to achieve through the regeneration process, then I have discussed the type of regeneration, which is natural, artificial, and natural supplemented by the artificial, and then I have started the discussion on the natural regeneration. So natural regeneration I have explained you in which natural regeneration through the two source, through the seed or through the vegetative part. So I have just started the discussion through the seed, how the natural regeneration will be takes place. So this all about for the today's class. In the next session we will discuss from